When we get to Soft Parade, there's a lot of Robbie's songwriting work on that album.
Yeah.
This was sort of at the height of Jim really becoming an alcoholic, wasn't it? So is this Robbie then moving in to become...
Well, it's not so much that. As Jim was always able to write songs. Jim's drinking didn't affect his artistic capabilities. It affected his health and his physical side. But he was always able to deliver the goods when it came time to writing songs and it came time to singing in the recording studio. But he was deteriorating as a man. So Robbie was writing a lot of songs. Robbie was gearing up, and Jim might have been in a sort of an unfertile period. I mean, considering that all the great lyrics that Jim Morrison came up with, he was allowed to be unfertile for a short period of time. But then he brings it all back with Morrison Hotel and L.A. Woman. And Soft Parade is critically despised, loathed, liked by many.
It had that corker Touch Me on it, though, didn't it?
It had Touch Me on it. It sure did. And boy, you listen to the last cut on there, the Soft Parade cut itself. It's very, very interesting, moving through all those changes that it moves through. But there was something about the addition of horns and strings that just drove the critics bonkers. The Doors can't put on string players. You can't have a violin. And yet it works so beautifully. I'm in Touch Me, gonna love you. I mean, it's a real Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra kind of thing. Yeah. And the violins are playing. Jim's singing great. I thought it was fabulous. And then we have that great horn solo at the end of it. Curtis Amy, a jazz cat from California, played that great saxophone thing. And then we used pickers and fiddlers. We had Runnin' Blue with a couple of country and really sort of high and lonesome sound bluegrass guys. So we tried everything. I love the idea of the experimentation, but we got a lot of flack from the critics. It's almost as if the Doors had stepped outside of the box that was created for them. And you can't do that. You're not allowed to use horns and strings. You're dark, moody, and brooding. And just stay there. Do not... And it's like, yes, they say in Italian. No, I'm sorry, man. We're not going to do that. So I'm very pleased with the album. And if it doesn't work for you, it's my fault. Because I'm the one who said, let's put the horns and strings. And let's stretch it out. Let's expand this thing. But if it does work, then it's a Doors project.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, it's Ray Manzarek's fault.